I haven't had, no, I've been over, no.
Question. Merry Christmas. And we are live. Question. How's everybody doing today besides that? Who is ready to answer some fun trivia questions? Something like about 20. Get your pens ready. Steve and I will be back in 30 seconds. Good morning. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas, Steve.
Merry Christmas, Janet.
How are you?
Oh, fine. Not too bad.
Good. How's everybody doing today? Hope that this live Christmas show finds everybody doing well. Listen, you may want to take out a pen. You may want to take out the infamous sharpened number 2 pencil. That's right. Doesn't have to be sharpened. But we do have 20 very interesting trivia questions related to the holiday. So why don't we get started right away? What says you, Steve? You got your questions ready?
Yeah, right here.
Okay. Steve will start and then I'll finish. He'll ask the questions. You can write down the answer and then we'll come back to it in a bit.
Okay. The first one, hope I'm doing this right. Okay, question 1. Reindeer and caribou are the same animal. True or false? I guess I keep going. Number two, what candy was originally given to keep kids quiet at religious services? That's number 2. Question 3, true or false? A fresh cranberry will bounce after you drop it. 4 is a riddle. I have 6 kids, 2 are twins. Wife and I are poor, but I'm a happy man.
That one takes some thinking.
Yeah. 5, what color is mistletoe berries? Green, white, or orange? 6, what is the main ingredient in eggnog? Egg, milk, or nutmeg? 7, in what country did Advent originate? Italy, Netherlands, or Germany? I meant to say Advent calendar. My bad. I see that now. Number 8, name 2 candies used to decorate gingerbread houses. And that's all I have. I only have 8 questions.
That's what Steve has for now. So Steve has those first 8 questions, and hopefully you had an opportunity to answer them. And I'm going to continue now with the next few. So with your trusty pen in hand, of course I have to put on my trusty glasses. Okay, in the song, Frosty the Snowman, what made Frosty come to life? What made Frosty come to life in the song, Frosty the Snowman? Give you a second. Next, what Christmas decoration was originally made from silver? And I have to say, I was surprised at this answer. What Christmas decoration was originally made from actual silver? Next, what Christmas beverage is also known as milk punch? Steve, that does not sound appetizing. Milk punch. Would the choice of it be egg cream or eggnog? Next, in Charles Dickens' A Christmas Carol, what was Mr. Scrooge's first name? Was it Bob or Ebenezer or Tiny Tim? Bob, Ebenezer, or Tiny Tim? Next, in the 1800s, gingerbread houses were inspired by what famous fairy tale? Was it Little Red Riding Hood, or was it Hansel and Gretel? Next, the film Miracle on 34th Street, which is about 3 miles from me, maybe less, probably less. The film Miracle on 34th Street was based on what famous department store? Was it Macy's or was it Gimbel's? Next, how many reindeer are featured in the poem "'Twas the Night Before Christmas"? How many reindeer are featured in the poem "'Twas the Night Before Christmas"? This one is a little confusing, I have to say. Next, true or false? Jingle Bells was originally written as a Thanksgiving and not a Christmas tune? True or false? Another true or false? True or false? George Washington loved eggnog. The founding father, did he love eggnog? True or false? Next, what percentage of Americans buy an artificial Christmas tree? Would it be 40%, 70%, or 80%? And that's according to 2018 statistics. 40%, 70%, or 80%. Next, what Christmas plant is actually a parasitic plant? What Christmas plant is actually a parasitic plant? And finally, I'm sure you 80s kids will probably get this one. Back in the mid-1980s, what animatronic cassette-playing bear was very popular amongst the kids? Okay. Steve, whenever you're ready, if you want to go back to your answers to your questions. Steve? Are we frozen? Hello? I don't know what is going on with Steve's audio. It looks like his screen is possibly frozen. Anyway, I can at least go back to mine. Let's see. His screen is I don't know what happened there. He'll have to kick back in. Ay, ay, ay. That's the beauty and the magic of live TV. All right, so let's go back to mine. Okay. Making sure we're in the right spot. All right, so in my questions, just go down a few questions. One of the questions, and that was question 9. In the song Frosty the Snowman, what made Frosty come to life? Oh, wait, I see Steve coming back in. Let me try to get him back and we'll get back on track.
Okay,
Steve, are you there?
Yeah, I apologize. I must have had an internet disconnect, but I went over and just got back in. So
you know what I say, Steve? It's a miracle we're even on because of all the overload today with the internet.
Could be. That's a good possibility. I got a fact. Yeah, because everybody.
Absolutely. Want to say one thing before you come back with the answers? I see people waiting to comment. I did not forget you. Love you guys. And after the questions and the answers, I'll come back. We'll come back and say hi. You know we love you, okay? So just hang out there. We really appreciate it.
I forgot to do that. I forgot to click my comments tab. I see several. Good morning. Merry Christmas. Anyway.
Okay. Yes. So, so Steve, if you'd be so kind to go back to your original question and do the answer.
All right. I can do that. Let's see here. let me scroll back. I have it here. All right. The first question that was asked, reindeer and caribou are the same animal. It was a true or false. For those of you that answered true, you are correct. They're exactly the same thing. For a while there, I thought they were two separate, but they're not. They're of the same family. All right. Question 2. What candy was originally given to keep kids quiet at religious services? If you answered candy canes, you're correct. I thought that too, because I was thinking some type of a mint because of Christmas, so it fits. All right. The third question, this one really surprised me a little bit when you presented it to me. A fresh cranberry will bounce after you drop it. The answer is true if you guess that. I didn't think it would, but it does. And number 4, the riddle. I have 6 kids, 2 are twins. Wife and I poor, but I'm a happy man. This one, I think I did miss, but not on purpose. If you answered Bob Cratchit, you are correct. I'm not positive at the moment as to who that is, but that's the answer.
You were in the right neighborhood when I tested you on that one, Steve. You had said Ebenezer Scrooge. Like, you were in the right story, but it wasn't the right character. So you were in the neighborhood, yeah.
Yeah, so this one kind of threw me a little bit. What color is mistletoe berries? Orange, white, or green? I said green because that's usually one of the first colors you see. But no, the answer is white. So that caught me by surprise. Number 6, what is the main ingredient in eggnog? Is it egg, milk, or nutmeg? This is an obvious answer, pretty self-explanatory. The answer is milk.
Yeah, you say it's obvious, but when I tried to figure that one out, when I first learned it, I'm thinking egg. Oh, wow. Like, everybody talks about the egg factor. And then I was thinking, but I thought that heavy cream was in it, which is my mistake. So I didn't even think of milk.
No, that makes sense. The theory of the way you're describing it, the egg and the heavy cream, no, that makes perfect sense. I can see that. Let's see. Number 7, in what country did Advent calendars originate? It's Italy, Netherlands, or Germany. I said the Netherlands. I don't know why I thought that, but the answer is actually Germany. And then question 8, the last one I had. Name 2 candies used to decorate gingerbread houses. Gumdrops and peppermint lollipops is the answer. I actually was thinking a little bit of a different direction. Gumdrops was one of the answers I had, but for some reason I was thinking M&Ms and jelly beans. I don't know why.
And could I jump in on that one?
Yeah.
There's actually no wrong answer to that, because I have seen different kits. I have seen kits with lifesavers. I have seen people glue things together with M&Ms. I have seen so many variations on it, and some people just make them from scratch completely. So the truth be told is that there's no wrong answer, I think, to that one. What do you think?
Agree. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm all for that one. Mm-hmm.
Wow. Was that the end of your question, Steve?
All I had was a total of 8. That's it.
Okay. All right. So I go on to question 9. In the song Frosty the Snowman, what made Frosty come to life? If you said an old silk hat, which one would it be? Old silk hat or A Day at the Beach? I don't think it'd be A Day at the Beach.
There wouldn't be a day at the in the wintertime.
It would be my choice and preference of being somewhere, but not for Frosty.
you would have a disconnect. That's a summer occasion, not winter.
And not only that, how could it even hold up Frosty on the hot beach?
He'd melt.
He can't come to life.
He would melt, no.
So it's an old silk hat. All right, next. What Christmas decoration was originally made from silver? Actual silver. This was mind-blowing to me, Steve. I did not know this. And you might barely remember it in your generation growing up, but when I was a child growing up, like a little kid in the 60s, I remember this was used abundantly, not so much today. But the answer to that question is tinsel. Henceforth, the name tinsel. So there was like going way back in the origin of time that actual silver was used, as then we carried it forward, with our version of tinsel, which I hardly see it anymore used on trees, at least in my neck of the woods. I think people have pet concerns and stuff with tinsel.
Yeah.
Next, what Christmas beverage is also known as milk punch? Remember, I said that doesn't sound too appetizing. Well, the answer is it egg cream or eggnog? The answer is eggnog.
I figured that.
And by the way, if you're interested in how to make an egg cream, which is a New York-based beverage, yummy, 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 reverse back to yesterday's upload and you will see how easy it is to make. Next, in Charles Dickens' A Christmas Carol, what was Mr. Scrooge's first name? Was it Bob or Ebenezer or Tiny Tim? If you said Bob, you are absolutely wrong. The true answer is
I know the answer.
Yeah. What is it, Steve?
It's Ebenezer, right?
Exactly. You know what it is? A lot of us, for some reason, mixed up Ebenezer Scrooge's name with Bob Cratchit, because to me, that name Cratchit sounds like grouchy, and he was anything but grouchy.
Yeah.
So where Ebenezer Scrooge, well, Scrooge doesn't sound too happy either, but I think there's like some sort of mental disconnect with all of us. Definitely not Tiny Tim. In the 1800s, gingerbread houses were inspired by what famous fairy tale? Was it Little Red Riding Hood or was it Hansel and Gretel? What do you think on that one, Steve? Take a guess.
Before the disconnect or the little internet issue that happened, when you said Little Red Riding Hood, before you mentioned Hansel and Gretel, that's what I was thinking.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
So
okay. Yeah, well, the answer is Hansel and Gretel.
I thought so. Okay.
Yay to everybody that got it right.
Okay.
In the film Miracle on 34th Street, it was based on what famous department store, Macy's or Gimbel's? You want to take a shot at that, Steve?
Yeah, because I've seen the movie.
One of my favorite stores, put it that way.
Yeah. Wow. All right.
Well,
one of your favorite stores. Okay, so I should know this. Let me think back.
Well,
Macy's?
Yes, you got it right. I was going to give a big hint because Gimbel's doesn't exist. Gimbel's was a great store too. I used to like Gimbel's as well. I'm old enough to remember Gimbel's as well.
I almost said that. That's why I hesitated a little bit to give an answer. But
there used to be a Gimbel's somewhere in the 34th Street area as well. But when I was older, there was actually a Gimbel's remaining on East 86th Street, approximately, if I'm not mistaken, in the Upper East Side. Yeah. Next, how many reindeer are? Now this is a trick question, so pay attention to it if you want to rehear this one again. See if you get it right.
Okay.
How many reindeer are featured in the poem "'Twas the Night Before Christmas"? That's a little tough. You got to do a little counting and naming, and I know. Should I give you guys more time on that and come back to it?
I think I have it, but I don't want to.
Oh, good. Give me a hint what you're going to say.
I don't want to blow my own horn. 8?
Wow, you're great.
Was that right?
You're great. 8 is correct. If you said 8, you are correct. But guess who was not mentioned? Guess who was not mentioned amongst the 8?
Which one? I went through all of them.
You know who was not mentioned? Rudolph.
Oh, you're right. You have everybody else. Dancer, Prancer, Vixen, Comet, Cupid. You have all of them. You're right. There is no. So it's actually 9 in actuality.
Well, the actual answer to this trivia question is 8, according to my sources. And it says no Rudolph, and then it says go figure. Next, true or false? Some may know this one. I knew the answer to this already. True or false? Jingle Bells was originally written as a Thanksgiving and not a Christmas tune. True or false? What do you guys write? I wonder how many got these questions right. I'm going to find out in a minute. Okay. Actually, Jingle Bells was originally written as a Thanksgiving tune, not a Christmas tune. We're so used to using it at Christmas time. It was written as a Thanksgiving Day tune by James Pierpont, who had written it in the mid-19th century while experiencing a bout of homesickness. So it's actually really was intentionally written for Thanksgiving. But we just kept using it on and on and on. And by the way, this hat rings.
So it's actually used for.
Talk about Jingle Bells.
It was actually used for because I'm mentally singing the lyrics in my head. Okay,
I'll get my hat right, but that's okay.
Well, yeah, I guess I could see it because depending on where you're at, oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh.
Yes.
Okay, I guess I could see where it could fit in Thanksgiving-ish. I guess I could see it, but we're still.
How many people probably thought their whole life that Jingle Bells is a Christmas song?
I thought that
until I learned it 5 years back. I thought so too.
Oh wow, yeah.
I know, it's crazy. I know, that's why I love trivia. Okay, so let me see that. I'll go over that. Got that. Okay, next. True or false? President George Washington, founding father. Did he love eggnog? True or false? What do you think, Steve?
Wow, that is a good question. I mean, we're going eons back. I honestly don't know this, but I'm going to give it an educated guess. I'm going to say yes.
Well, your education is excellent because the answer is yes.
Oh, did he?
Okay. There is a slight twist. A slight twist is always a twist, okay? The founding father did love it, but he had his own boozy recipe for it that he very much loved. Mm-hmm. He kept going back for more. Mm-hmm. Okay. What percentage of Americans buy an artificial Christmas tree? Was it 40%, 70%, or 80%? If you said 40%, you are absolutely wrong. If you said 70%, close but no cigar. The correct answer is 80%, and that's according to 2018 statistics. So that was just about 2 years ago. I'm going to venture to guess that in all probability, the statistics are still probably the same, because I don't see us really reverting back to the real ones. It's difficult to keep a real tree.
Oh yeah.
Now this one I learned, never knew this until this year. Never knew this. What Christmas plant is parasitic? It's actually a parasitic plant. Want to take a guess, Steve? You mentioned it earlier.
We did?
Yeah.
Let me see. It's a parasitic plant. Okay. I hope I can remember what it was. Otherwise, my short-term memory.
I'll give you guys a hint. It begins with letter M.
Letter M?
Under the people kiss under the
mistletoe?
Mistletoe. Who would have ever thought that mistletoe is a parasitic plant? Number one, actually, truly, I never heard of a parasitic plant.
You know what do you know what I was going to say? A poinsettia. Yeah,
and actually, those berries, I think, on poinsettia are poisonous, if I'm not mistaken.
I think so too.
I think so. Yeah. So we have poison plants, parasitic plants. I don't know. No. Okay. Let me see. Parasitic plant. And finally, the final question. Then I'll come to the comments, which I can't wait to see. Okay. Back in the mid-1980s, What animatronic cassette playing bear was very popular amongst the kids? You got that in 2 seconds because you are an 80s kid, and stop rubbing it in.
No, I'm not. No, in all honesty.
So, Steve, would you like to reveal the answer?
Yeah, I'd be honored because I guess I was probably 11-ish, 12. I'm trying to think back when Teddy Ruxpin is the answer, by the way, but
Teddy Ruxpin. Teddy
I'm trying to
Ruxpin.
think back when he was popular. You said mid 80s, right?
Mid 80s, yeah.
That sounds
Yeah.
right. I was thinking
No,
80.
that is right. I remember that one myself, having been a mom of a child that grew up in the 80s.
I was thinking right around 85, 86. That's where my mind went. Yeah, that's right. Because I said 11.
Absolutely.
You know.
And by the way, this bears repeating in case you have not heard me ever say it. Back in those days, never ever give a kid a knockoff version of a Cabbage Patch doll.
They'll know.
Never. I tried pulling that stunt. My daughter knew in 2 seconds.
Of course.
Mom,
Oh, yeah.
Mom. But it was so cute. I liked it. I think I wanted it more than she did. But then she eventually got the real one. You have to step away? No?
Let me take this if you're still
You step away and I'll go over to the comment section, okay?
Okay.
Okay. Woo! Wowzy, wowzy. Good morning. Merry Christmas. How are you? Good morning, Patricia Dudzik. How you doing, dear? Merry Christmas. And on behalf of Steve, who will be back momentarily, he just has to grab it. Debbie, how are you? Merry Christmas from both of us. Pam Howe, love you, love you, love you. Hope everybody's Christmas thus far is going very well. I'm going to continue with the comments in this section. In a section. In a second. You know what? I need some Santa Claus water. And it is actually water. There you go. We had the most absurd weather here. I mean, I have never, in this area, the New York area, I have never heard wind howling like last night. It sounded like a scene from a movie. It was actually kind of nice and yet kind of creepy. It was nice / creepy. It felt like Halloween slightly a little bit. It was weird. Some people got buried in snow. What kind of weather did you have last night? Hopefully it was good weather. Hey, Debbie, how you doing? All the best to you. Wishing you guys a very Merry Christmas. Please, if you've never heard of the How Debbie Saves channel, and how can you not hear of it, head over there. It's one of the nicest channels ever because they're one of the nicest people ever. So head over to that channel. You're going to get a lot of fantastic money-saving, food-saving tips, and just an overall great experience. Pam, Merry Christmas to you, my dear. Okay, Wanda. Merry Christmas, Wanda. Merry Christmas, everybody. Everybody's interacting. Oh, how sweet. This is awesome. I love it. So cute. Hey, Money Mom. Hey, Dawn. Dawn, I want to wish you a very Merry Christmas. I want to thank you for everything personally from the bottom of my heart. In case for those who don't know, Dawn was one of my, I call her actually sort of like my mentor of this platform because I started binge watching her channel about 2.5 years ago. And making a long story short, I just started watching your channel, Dawn. And like with the first show, I'm like, who is this person? Who is this wonderful lady? So I just sat there, just kept popcorning it and just kept like watching. And then all of a sudden, well, I was contemplating doing a YouTube channel for quite some time. And then I said, you know what? I bet you that this lady is a teacher. And as it turned out, Dawn is also a teacher, like myself. I am a fellow teacher. Once you're a teacher, it never leaves you. It's like one of those things. It's like riding a bike. It just kind of never leaves you. But a humble thank you for everything. Love you. And you are absolutely one of the best. Just saying, just saying. You love my hat. Yes, I'd like to thank my sister for this hat. Thank you, sis. Michigan lady. Merry Christmas, everyone, she says. Yippee! You made the live. You're right, Michigan lady. Thank you for making the live. I really appreciate it. You guys are too much. I love this interaction. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And it's snowing a lot there. Is it really? Is it festive? Is it like what it's cracked up to be? Somebody, I forget who the person's name is. Somebody uses this term on this platform. I think they call it dramatic snow or Hollywood snow or something. You know, like when it's just enough snow to make everything look cute, but like it doesn't interfere with your travel plans. It doesn't mess up your driving. You're not too concerned. But, you know, just enough to like frost the edges, the fire escapes, just a little coating on the exterior of the buildings and the houses. Looks so pretty. Let me see. You kept your score. Patricia, how did you do? How do you guys do on this test? Minimalism by Anne. Please head over to her channel. Merry Christmas, my dear. Hope that you have a wonderful, wonderful Christmas. Michigan Lady. And she's wishing everyone it was snowing there. Lady Likeables. I like that name, by the way. Everybody wishing each other Merry Christmas. So cute. Oh, wow. Everybody's so wonderfully interacting. You know something? They're just, you know, like so many traditions that it's just, you know, it's just like a wonderful thing. Is anybody eating anything special today? I did follow up and do my baked ziti. It was a funny thing because for some reason yesterday afternoon, I was really tired. You know, like when you're just like jumping around or whatever, and then all of a sudden it catches up to you. So about 3 o'clock, I was like this. So I took a little nap. Then I said, that's it. No more napping. You got to get up. You got to make those meatballs because you have to create that baked ziti. So I did it in graduated steps so that I wasn't too overwhelmed. And that is a good trick. Just saying, just saying. If you ever have a project that, like, if you look at the overall project and go, oh my goodness, I feel so overwhelmed. I learned a trick as I got a little bit older. Do things in baby bites and not so much in big whole chunks. So what I did was I said, you know what? I'll make my meatballs and I just want a little bit of that, you know, which I had yesterday. I'm not a huge fan of fish. I know a lot of people, you know, love fish, whatever, and good for you. God bless you. But I am like not a huge fan of fish. So I'm sorry, but I had meat yesterday. I know some people frown on that, but I had meat yesterday. Anyway, 1,000 lashes for me. But I don't like fish. So I had a little bit of the meatballs and everything. And then I made the remainder of the, you know, baked ziti, you know, later on as I was watching classic movies. Okay, tell me something. How did you guys score? How did you guys score on the trivia thing? Did you get them all right? Anybody get them all right? Let me know. You kept your score. Oh, I love it. So cute. That is so wonderful. Lady Likeable says, I had a very large prawn cocktail with a Bailey drink. You know, so if prawn is little shrimp, right? I have to confess, I do like, I do enjoy a good quality shrimp, maybe once every 5 years. Oh, wait, let me get it right. Coconut shrimp. Anybody eat coconut shrimp out there? Love, love, love coconut shrimp. Well, good. I'm glad you liked it. And Pam is wishing Debbie a very, very nice Christmas. I have no idea how long Steve will be on his phone call. But anyway, you know, I really want to talk 1 minute, just very briefly. Then, you know, I'll conclude the show because I have no way of determining how long he'll be on his phone call. And we pretty much got the questions anyway. But you know what? Back to that story of Charles Dickens, A Christmas Carol. You know, you see features of the ghost from the Christmas past and you know, present and future. Let's talk about Christmas present. Okay. This year has been different and is different for many. Actually, every day is different in our lives. Every single day is different. Okay. And that's good because who would want absolutely a cookie cutter day for every single day of your life? Would you really want a cookie cutter exactly day of every day of your life? I don't think so. So the thing that I would like to say is let's not get caught up with being negative, even though certain things have changed greatly. Let's stay in the moment of now. We have friends, we have family, we have the net, and the main thing we have is the gift that we are acknowledging today. All this wouldn't be happening if we weren't celebrating the most important birthday ever, ever. And need I say more? Need I say more? So let's enjoy the moment of the gift of the present moment of right now. Anyway, does anybody have any questions for me? I'm going to be coming back live, possibly Sunday at 8 a.m. Just for, general live show, my morning, good mornings and all that. Sunday mornings at 8. I think that'll be my new time for Sundays, 8 a.m. Okay. And I want to let you know also that I so much appreciate everyone's time. You have no idea how nice it is that, for example, on my 6:15 a.m. shows, which is unbelievable, that you kind people, some of you are there sharing a cup of joe with me and just starting our day together on a positive note. And the good news tip of today is we are having today, we are together today. Never feel alone because you are not alone. Never forget that. Enjoy this day. If you want to eat that cookie, have that cookie. If you want some eggnog, have that eggnog. If you want to watch a traditional movie, watch it. If you're not into traditional movies or rather watch something different, do that. Whatever it is, take the time for yourself today. It is, after all, a very, very special day. Okay. So I'm going to go in a minute, but I want to just check some comments. Never heard of coconut shrimp? Oh, coconut shrimp is really, really good. When I first heard coconut shrimp, I was like, ew. That was my honest reaction, like, ew. How could anybody put coconut with shrimp? Oh, ew. It was the most delicious thing I ever had. And sometimes people have like a pineapple jelly on the side that you dip it in. It was so good. All the contrasting flavors, it actually worked. It's crunchy, it's batter dipped, it's good. So Pam, how it's drizzling here in California. Pam, one of my dreams is one day to get over to Cali. I really, really love the whole Cali thing, like got to get out there one day when all this craziness goes away, if you know what I'm saying. Michigan lady, I'm so happy that you are here and you are part of this life. Pam Howe, I'm so happy that you are here and you are part of this life. It means so much to me. We are all so very, very truly blessed. Listen, I want to take a moment to thank you, wish everyone absolutely the best Christmas ever possible. The best ever possible. And if this is a tough Christmas, I understand. We all go through challenges. Take the time to acknowledge that, yeah, this is a tough Christmas. Say it to yourself. But guess what? It's still Christmas. There you go. In the meantime, this has been Jan from New York City. Thank you so much for stopping by and inviting me and Steve into your homes, if not for a little while. Go back to those trivia questions. You may want to ask someone who has not seen the broadcast. You are one ahead of them. Comments? Got 11 correct? Holy smoke. That's fantastic. Sharon, how are you? Yes. Oh, Sharon says, put the coffee on and settle back to watch It's a Wonderful Life at 12. Really? Heck yeah. I'm there. I'm done. So there. Thank you, Sharon, for mentioning that. Sharon says It's a Wonderful Life at 12 o'clock. That would be our time. There you go. Thank you so much, everyone. An honor and a pleasure to be here. I look forward to seeing everybody again when? Real soon. Have a very Merry Christmas on behalf of Steve. Bye-bye now.